and in this video I'm going to show you some of the probably best camping spots. Some of these are kind of like a little bit of a secret, some of them are kind of like really obvious, but also at the same time very effective. And not all 20 of the maps are out yet, as I know we're getting the other 6 that originally came with the game in December, but there were another 4 that came in a DLC for the original game. I don't know if we'll be getting that, but for each and every one of these maps, I'm gonna show you probably the best spots that you can camp in. Some are better than others, but let's start with the map Ambush since that's at the top. And I apologize if you guys are waiting for the loading screens, but you can always just skip through them because I am live streaming this. So yeah. And also, as I've mentioned so many times before, these videos are usually unedited anyway. Okay, I'll just choose Ambush. I guess it doesn't really matter, but I would do this online, but then it's gonna be kinda hard to show you the spots if I'm being, killed constantly or whatever, I guess you could say. I mean, just think about it. If you're just running around the map rampantly like this, right in the middle of a match, you're probably gonna die, a decent amount of times. But anyway, I'm gonna show you guys the first spot, which is I passed it, it was actually right here. So this is the first spot on this map. You come over here like this, and then you come right here, and then you crouch down like this, or even if you get in the right spot, you can go prone, and then you can pretty much see the whole outline on this side, the whole horizon or view, whatever you want to call it. This is probably one of the worst of all the camping spots I'm going to show you because it's out in the open. I mean, if you're doing team deathmatch, you'll probably be fine, but in a free-for-all, you're most likely going to get killed a lot in this spot. So you pretty much have a good view of up here, and if you need to, you can go over here, and also, if someone's coming over here to constantly kill you because they want to kill you for killing them a whole bunch of times, you can, kind of sneak your way into this little corner here. And then the next spot on this map is, believe it or not, right in here. As you have a view of both sides, you can come over here, crouch down, look over here or here, and do the same thing on the other side, and it's just kind of a neat little spot, so then you can just wait here, and then when someone comes around, you can shoot them in the head, whatever you want to do. And then the final spot on this map is right here. You could just put a claymore here, maybe a second one on the staircase, and then just crouch down in this corner here so snipers can't see you as easily, and then just watch the road and kill anyone that's coming through, or even go to this window and look down that way, whichever you want to do. So that is all of the spots for this map right here.
It takes it all.
So now, as soon as we can go to the next map, I'll show you the spots in there. And if I leave any spots out in any of these maps that you guys know of that you want to include in the comments, that maybe I could put in a future video, feel free to let me know, and I will put them in a future video. This map right here, this has probably got one of the best camping spots in the entire game. it's one of the most known camping spots, but it's also kind of like a classic spot that almost everyone loves. So I don't know if any of the newer players are gonna know. I know like the classic old school players like me know about this spot, but a lot of the newer players probably won't know about this. And it's probably one of the like more useful spots, I guess you could say. You still kind of gotta watch out for snipers in this spot because like they'll spot you easily, but as long as there aren't too many snipers, you're probably gonna be a-okay, and you're probably most likely going to get a pretty good kill streak going in a certain spot. And this is a little bit tricky to do, so if anyone, like, just in general does not know how to do this, I will do the steps for this right now. It's actually a really quick step to do. You just climb on the window here, and then you gotta be kinda careful about this, and you gotta go like that, and then you could just sit here if you want, which I don't see why you would want to, but then you climb up this ladder here, and then you have a view of the entire map. Like, you can see literally everything on the map except for the other side of this building here, and that's about it. The only thing you gotta watch out for is, like I said, sometimes snipers will be on that window, or not window, but on wall there, but that's about it. And then you're good to go, and that's pretty much the only good spot on this map. And in case you were wondering, none of these are like any glitches or secret spots. They're just like spots that were meant to be in the game, that were put in by the developers, that were meant to be kind of secret, or just like spots that are really good for camping that you wouldn't really know about. So yeah, so that's all the spots for this map. So we're gonna leave this game and we're gonna move on to the next one.
It's a draw. Stand down.
Okay, so we're gonna go to game setup and we're gonna go to bog now. This spot, or like this map, doesn't really have any awesome spots, but they're alright. There are a few spots in this map, but like the majority of them are kind of garbage, but I'll put it in anyway because pretty much every single map in the game had at least one spot, so I might as well show them anyway, you know, because why not? But if any of you want to skip through after this becomes a permanent video and no longer a stream,
Let's do this, Marines.
then feel free, because like some of these spots may be better than others, and I don't think you're gonna want to sit through this one because, like, you know, some of the spots in this aren't very good, but I mean, it's all up to you. If you want to see all the spots or just some of them, it's all up to you, but this is the first spot right here. Just like crouch into this corner here, then you can kill people coming through here, kill people coming through there. It's not a very good spot, but I've used it a few times, so it's pretty nice. Pretty much all of these spots I use, because I use pretty much every single camping spot that I could find. Because, like, that's pretty much what COD 4 was. It was really big on camping, and a lot of people did that, but there were a few people that didn't do it, though, so I don't know, but feel free to, like, choose whether or not you want to camp on your own time, or I don't know, you get the idea. But this is the second spot right here. It's not really useful, but yeah. And I believe, oh wait, no, there was one other spot. Where was it? Yeah, right. Wait, no, was it this one? Yeah, it was this one. This was the spot right here. And it's okay, like, it's an okay spot, but, I mean, it doesn't really give you cover that you can shoot straight through the wood, so it's not very good in that respect. But, like, let's say, I don't know, someone was coming through this way, you could just, like, shoot them from here and then duck down and then come back up. And those, I believe, were all of the spots in this map, so
It's a draw.
we'll
Stand
move
down.
on to the next one now. And when the other maps come out for this game in December, I'll do another video talking about those, but for now, we'll stick with these. Okay, so now is Crash. This one's got a few pretty good camping spots, some not so good, but there is one camping spot in this that is just like the absolute best, and I've gone on some huge kill streaks with this, because I once got like I believe it was a 17 or 18 kill streak, somewhere around there, and like it was probably one of the like best kill streaks I've ever been on, to be honest. So let's
Team deathmatch.
real quickly go over here and just let this timer go down.
Let's do this, Marines.
Okay, so the first spot is, let me see if I can get around to it from over here. Here we go. The first spot is right here. You could put like a claymore on the staircase here and just like hide and then shoot people from the staircase. Usually when I'm camping up here, I'll throw C4 on the ceiling, so then when they walk by they can't see it, and then when they come up the stairs or through this doorway, I'll be hiding behind the fridge like this, waiting, or in the corner here, so that I can get a better view on the enemy coming up the stairs. And then when I see an enemy come through, then I take my C4 and I blow it up, so it's pretty cool in that spot. I've gone on some small streaks in there, but I wasn't able to get anything huge. Okay, so the next spot, and this is the really worth it, awesome spot right here. Like you don't need any claymores and no C4, nothing for this spot. You can just sit here and go on some crazy kill streaks, because this is the one that I got like the 18 kill streak or something like that. On here is like there are, because you don't really see anyone spawn in any of these spots. There's a spawn right there, I believe, but that's about it. And you can just sit here in free-for-all and mow everyone down, because there's a spawn right in that corner down there. And then there's a spawn somewhere over there, I believe. And then people run through this way, and then you can just get like hundreds of kills, because like that spawn is very active right there, even when you're sitting in this spot, because it's in cover, and then the enemy runs out through here, and then you can shoot them right behind this car, and then you can get like a decent amount of kills, and then get an airstrike, and then use that airstrike to get the helicopter, and so on. And then after that's all done, the helicopter will probably have gotten you another 5 or 6 kills, and then you can get the rest. So that's pretty cool. Then the next spot, this was an alright spot. It wasn't the best, but it was a decent spot, where you're in this window here and you got this whole view of the wreckage here and the other window over there. So you can kind of get a view of both camping spots from here and here in the like main area. So that's pretty nice. And then the final camping spot, this camping spot I haven't been able to get a helicopter in this camping spot because after a while the enemy gets wise to what you're doing and then they find a way to kill you. But what I usually do here is like you could put a claymore there if you want and down there, but what I usually do is I just sit here and then I just peek the corner and then I wait for the enemies to come up and I shoot them. And then after a while they get wise and start throwing grenades and all this and that. And then there's really not much else you can do, but those are all the spots for this map right here, so we'll
It's a
move on to
draw.
the next
Stand
one.
down.
Okay, so go to game setup. Now we'll do crossfire. This has some awesome camping spots, but at the same time, these camping spots are mostly just for snipers. There's one camping spot that I know of that isn't necessarily sniper oriented for this map, but if you're a sniper, then this is the map to camp on right here. Because I know some really good spots that last a decent amount of kills before you get spotted or anything.
Take your prisoners, comrades.
Okay, the first spot is in this room up here. A lot of these spots are pretty common, but for the most part only like the old school players really ever use these spots. Like right here you can put a claymore by the door there, sneak up against here, and then let's just like hide against this wall and just like snipe people from over there, or you could come down here and then just like sneak over here. This isn't a very good spot to be in because people run through in this spot, but for the most part, as long as you're playing team deathmatch and your team is mostly on this side of the map, you should be fine. And you can get a decent amount of kills down the road there. So, oh, also before I forget, there was one over here. You can go up the stairs that are like on this spot here, and then you go up where my gun is pointing up to here, and then through here, through that doorway right there. You might as well just go and show it. So you go up like this through the wreckage, up the stairs. You can't go up there sadly, but that's alright. Put a claymore there so no one sees what you're doing. Then if they, or whatever, if they come up, they blow up. You get the idea. Hide behind this washing machine, and then you can get the snipers that may come through there. If there's another camper, you can pretty much get this whole road here. Not very much, but like, you can get a decent amount of the road. And then the other spot is right over here. You can go into this room here or this room and put a claymore down in either one of the doors and then just like crouch down and you can get a view of here, or you could stand up and back away a bit and jump up and you can kind of get a view of all of that. Or just like hope and pray you don't get killed and snipe there. Or you can jump up on here. It takes a few tries sometimes, but you can jump on top of that. And then you can jump onto this wall here, and then you can jump to this bus here. And then I'm pretty sure you might, I don't remember if you can or not, but I think you can jump to this wall too. But that's pretty much as far as you can go. As it does kind of look like it may lead to a glitch, but then you just end up right here, and then you could probably get on top of the dumpster and then maybe to this wall, but that's really all you'll be able to do. So anyway, the final spot on this map, now this is probably not a very good sniping spot, like I said, because like you can't even see anything around you with the, because like it's right here. If you were to take a sniper in here, maybe you could like get a view of something over here, but not really, because I know that a lot of snipers will come into here and then they'll like look out these windows and holes in the walls and stuff. But like this spot is so common that people get killed in this spot all the time. So because of that, just go into here, and then when an enemy comes up to come into this room, just sit here. And then once you find an enemy in the room, just pop out slowly and shoot them, and then you can get a decent amount of that. After a few times though, the player that you're doing that to constantly will get wise, and then they'll, like, you know, throw a grenade in or something, but that's about it for that spot.
It takes it all.
Okay, so the next one is District. This has got, like, I know that I'm not really going to do too many glitch spots in this, but there is one that I'm going to show you, and it happens to be on District, and that's probably one of the only glitch spots I'm going to show you for this, but that's only because it's related to the camping and, like, you know, so on and so forth. There was a glitch spot on another one of the maps that I could have shown you too, but that wasn't necessarily a camping spot, so yeah. So we'll go to auto assassin, and you could still have gotten a decent amount of kills with that spot, but it's not necessarily somewhere that you can actually camp.
Let's do this, Marines.
Okay, so there are only two spots, one normal camping spot and then the glitch camping spot. And then this is the one spot you could put a claymore there, do whatever. You could probably get a decent 2 or 3 kills before you die in here. It's not a very good spot, but it will do, trust me. And then the last spot on this map is right over here. This is the glitch spot. So you come over here, you jump on top of this, and this is itself a kind of spot, I guess, because you could do that, but that's not the glitch. So the glitch is you, the glitch is you go up here, jump on top of that like that, then you back up a little bit, whoops, backed up too far again, alright. So basically you go up, like I said, jump on, then you gotta jump onto that. It may take you a few tries, but, and forgive me if it does, but yeah, and also just be patient, because sometimes you will, like, fall back down as your character is vaulting over that, but it isn't like a huge deal. Almost had it there, because you could see that my character kind of bounced off of it, because that's the invisible wall that we're trying to hit here. There's like a small barrier there, and then you can climb up that, and that's what we're trying to do. And then you're probably better off practicing this spot before you go out and do it, because it does take a few tries, but once you practice it enough, you'll be able to do it easily. And then this is basically the glitch right here. You can You can go further, but I'm just gonna show you this first. As you can see, you have an awesome view of the road, and other people can't see you because of this. So you could easily just sit here and then just mow people down on the road, because most likely no one's gonna look all the way up here to see you. Or you could go right through this banner here, and then you can like sit here and kill people coming through. Or you could be really, really careful and then just like walk up across here like this. And then you can kind of just like, you know, just sit here and go over here, kill people there, kill some people there, kill people along these edges here. You can't really go any further than this, but one thing you can do is you can jump down like this and then get on top of these. There is another way to get on top of these, but like if you're already in the glitch, then this is probably the easiest way. I believe that it was right here. No, not that. There was another spot though. I forget exactly where it was, but since that is kind of part of it, I might as well include it. Because basically you can jump from one of these spots somewhere. Don't remember where, but one of these spots allows you to jump from the edge of a staircase or something onto the top of that. I don't remember where it was though, so it might have been this right here, but I don't think it was. Oh, nope, it was. So that's basically what you do. You can jump from that to that, and then you have free reign over the entire upper spot here. Shoot people through these cracks. Just be careful not to fall through though, like that. So that's the next map.
It's a draw. Stand down.
And then as soon as we go through here, we can do the next map. Okay, so game setup, and now we're gonna do downpour. There's only one spot on downpour, but it isn't that bad of a spot, so we might as well go ahead and show it. Okay, so we're loading in here.
Team deathmatch. Take no prisoners, comrades.
What you want to do is you want to go over to this building right here, and then you want to just very simply and easily climb up this ladder right here. And you can put a claymore right by the ladder and just sit here and crouch down, and you can get a really good view of people. I've gone on some decent kill streaks on here, but nothing serious. And you even have a good view of the turret over there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right there. So, yeah, not bad. So that's the only spot that I know of
It's a draw.
right there. Okay, game set up. Okay, we got 3 more maps to do: Overgrown, Shipment, and Vacant. So we'll do Overgrown now, and really in this one, there's only probably like another one spot on this map too. This map doesn't have any serious camping spots in it. There are a lot of glitch spots in this map, but not too many actually decent, like, you know,
Team
camping
deathmatch.
spots. So, I mean, I suppose you could call any glitch spot a camping spot, but even though technically any glitch spot is a camping spot, like, I'm just going
Take
with,
no prisoners, comrades.
like, just in general, ones that are actually probably going to be more or less used as actual camping spots and not just called a glitch spot or whatever. I don't know. You kind of get what I'm saying, but this is the first and only spot on this map right here. Just hide behind this staircase and shoot people as they come through. Maybe put a claymore down, and that's the only spot there.
It's a draw.
It's in the main building that pretty much everyone goes to, and I believe it's next to the B flag in Domination. It was either the A or B flag, I think. But if it's like the opposite way around, then it would be the C or B flag. So we're gonna go to the next one now. This one's got a lot of camping spots, but pretty much every single one of them are all equally the same. But that's only because the map is extremely small. So yeah. As for those of you that aren't aware, this is, and always has been, and is still, the smallest map in Call of Duty history. A lot of people think that the map Rust from Modern Warfare 2 is small, but this map is smaller than
Let's
that.
do this.
So, I mean, there are a decent amount of spots, but they're all kind of the same. Like, you could hide behind this car, no one's really gonna notice you till it's too late. You could go into here, which is the spot that everyone hides in. You could hide behind this dumpster way back here. There's so many different spots. You could even hide behind this dumpster over here, or behind these things right here. There are a whole bunch of just like random locations in this map that are kind of considered camping spots. You could even probably hide behind this garbage can. I mean, if no one's coming that way, but anyone's coming that way, you're probably screwed. Because like the map is so small that you could hide anywhere, and then the other players will be so focused on the players that are like out in the open that they won't even notice the players that are hidden. So those are all the spots that I really know of on that map, and it's technically pretty much every single one of them that is against the wall, kind of. So we are going to go to game setup and do the final map until the other ones release in the free DLC in December, and that is Vacant. And there are pretty much only 2 different spots in this map, so kind of as we got down, we got less and less camping spots, so yeah. So here we go, we're gonna do the final 2 camping spots that I really know of that are available. Except one camping spot that I'm going to show you out of the 2 has multiple different uses.
Take no prisoners, comrades.
Okay, so the first camping spot I'm going to show you is right down this way. You go through this big hallway here, through this door, then you make like a, let me see, was that, yeah, that you make a left, and then you come through here, then you just simply come through right in here, and then you have like this huge view of like this whole spot here, and a lot of enemies will spawn down that way, and they'll come running through here, and you can shoot them as their heads pop up over this little planting doohickey, whatever that is, I don't even know. And even though this is part of the camping spot, I'm just considering these two rooms one whole spot because they're like connected, but you could just call it whatever you want. But then you can come over here, you can shoot them as they come in through this way, or throw C4 like right here in the middle here. So then as people come through this way or this way, they're screwed. Or you could just kind of like hide against the sofa and get some people here and here, whatever you want to do. I mean, it's kind of vulnerable in this spot, but I'm pretty sure that they're not going to expect you to be right against the sofa here, or you could even go in this corner and do this. I mean, really whatever fits you best, because some people like to be more like out in the open instead of hidden, and some people like to be more hidden because other people can get a better shot, so they don't need to worry about like this fridge being in their way. But other people might need to be out in the open like this, so they don't accidentally hit like, because like if you were in close like this, you might hit the edge of the fridge by accident because maybe you're not a very good aim. But the very last of the two hiding spots, or like camping spots, whatever you want to call them, are right here. You can just sit here in the corner. 9 times out of 10, no one's gonna come out. They're mostly all the time gonna be coming in, but occasionally, maybe not, maybe like 1 out of 10 times they'll come out instead of in. And then you have this little corner you can peek over, get some people here. You could just stay in the corner and wait for them to come across. Whichever you choose to do. So those are all of the different camping spots, or like different like, you know, just spots where you can get a decent amount of kills. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said in the beginning, if I missed anything that you would like to include in this video, I can always make another one with your spots that you put in the comments, and I will be glad to include your names if that's what you're looking for. And maybe even give some shout outs, whatever you want. And so, yeah, that's about it for this. I could just call it part 1, but I'll just make a part 2, and this will just be called whatever the title is. I may change the title name later on in the future, though, so we'll see what happens. So, like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.